Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. I almost lost those on the last rep. My grip was slipping. That was close. Okay, that's 2 sets down already before I even said anything, which you guys probably thought was impossible for me to get. Even, well, I've done it a couple times where I've done one actual working set before I say anything, but most of the time I can't help but open my big mouth before. So this is like a record, not the kind of PR I want to be hitting today, but I got 2 sets done before I said anything. That's a PR. I mean, again, not really the kind that I want to hit, but I mean, maybe that'll kind of rub off on the rest of this workout enough. Maybe I'll hit a couple more. So yeah, but since I hit shoulders Sunday, again, I only did 6 sets, but since I did them, I mean, normally on Fridays I'll do like a minimum of 8 sets, sometimes 10 or 11 of shoulders. Since I did 6 sets Sunday, I'm probably only going to do 6 today. And I'll throw in maybe like, probably just match it. I'll do like 6 sets of back. And then I'll probably finish with just one exercise, 3 or 4 sets of something for lower chest. And that'll be like a good rounded workout. Everything I need to work on a little more, except for shoulders. But this is kind of how I've split it up for the week. And I'm going to try to keep doing it. So like back and lower chest are the 2 things I need to work on the most. And this is the second workout of the week for both of them. Actually, technically it's the third workout for my lower chest, but I'm only going to do one exercise, so it's like, I'm not going to go too crazy with it. So yeah, like I said, I'm already 2 sets down. Let me do one more, and I might throw in a little drop set just to kind of, ramp the intensity up and keep the set going as long as I can, since I'm only doing 6. I want to make them as tense as I can. So, yeah, what do you think? Let's just go right into the next one right now. Like I said, I'll do a little drop set, and then that'll be it for standing lateral raises. Oh. Okay. Drop sets always sound fucking good until I actually have to do them. And then I'm like, why the fuck did I decide to do this? All right, let's move on. Man, honestly, there's not many days in the gym that beats a Friday evening workout. At least whenever your schedule and routine is like mine, because Saturdays are my rest days. And don't get me wrong, I love to freaking train. Probably more than just about anybody. But whenever you train as hard as I do, and I'm not even trying to pat myself on the back or anything, but it's just a fact. And for as long as I've been doing it, the rest days become more and more valuable and more cherished. Because, I mean, if you know anything about working out, your rest is where your muscle growth occurs. In the gym is just where you break it down. So, and that's why like it's so true whenever I hear people say, a 2.5 hour workout really could kind of be pushing it. Like it's not necessary at all. Most people can come in the gym for an hour if they're training hard, good intensity, just the right amount of rest time, not prolonging it too much and talking, which I tend to do that every now and then. But if you're training right, an hour is all you need. You know, so anything past that can start to be not overtraining, but it's just kind of overkill in a sense. I will say though, the longer you work out, the more it might take to get results. So you might have to train a little longer, either more volume or just heavier or more intensity. Any one of those. But yeah, man, the rest days are very, very valuable. The longer you do this, the more weight you can lift. Like I said, the more valuable a rest day is. Because think about it. I mean, if you're in here benching 300 pounds a couple times a week and you're squatting 5 to 600, and if you deadlift, same thing. You know, it's a lot. You need a lot more rest and recovery than say a novice lifter or a beginner lifter that's only been working out for a year or two, and he's benching 150 for reps and squatting 250 for reps. You know what I mean? It's just you're asking a lot more of your body. Obviously, like I'm not saying anything that's really not known, but like trust me, for anyone who's like kind of a beginner and kind of you're hearing me say this and you're like, what do you mean you're looking forward to a rest day? Like you should be loving your training, which I do. But the heavier you lift, the more valuable a rest day is. And I'm even kind of to the point where when I start bulking again, I'm considering having 2 rest days in a week. I really won't go into like more detail because I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but it's something I've definitely kind of been floating around in my head. We'll see though. Anyways, I need to shove into a set. So nothing special here. Obviously, Gonna do some lat pull downs. I'm gonna start off just somewhat a little light. I have done 3 sets of shoulders already. Not really. I haven't really expended that much energy, but I have expended a little more. So I'm gonna go a little lighter than what I normally would if I was fresh. And if it feels light, then I'll kind of go up and weight with each set. But that's kind of how I'm gonna do it today. Okay. I think that was 16 reps. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. But on the other hand, I want to go a little heavier because I'm only going to do 2 more sets here. So, um, hmm. Yep, you know what? Why not? Let's max it out. It's only 2 more sets. And instead of doing, say I'd get 14 or 15 on the next one if I kept it at the same weight, maybe I'll get 10 or 11 or 12 here. And then the third one, probably around 10, give or take. That sounds pretty much perfect. So, okay, that's good here. Let's move on. Um, Yeah, I don't know. It's something for shoulders. Okay, I was gonna do the reverse pec deck, but honestly, it's a fixed movement, so it's a little easier. I just wanted a little bit different angle of attack and something a little more challenging. So we're gonna do some lying, well, whatever you want to call these, lying lateral raises. But I'm gonna try to do it to where it hits my, obviously it's gonna hit my rear delts, but I want to do it to where it hits my side delts a little bit as well. So I actually made to raise this incline one notch, but I'm gonna do one like this to kind of see. I got the 30s, which honestly is probably gonna be a little light, so I'll kind of adjust accordingly on the next couple sets. But yeah, let's do this first one. Okay, yeah, 30 reps, a little too light. Let me grab the 35s. Yeah, we'll try a couple more. Okay. Should I do one more? I don't know. I kind of want to, but I said I was only gonna do 6, and that was 6. Let me think about it a second. Okay, now we're done. That's it for shoulders. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to do one more. That was good though. We're done now. Let's move on to another back. And like I said, we'll finish with the lower chest. Call it a day. Machine rows. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna finish this workout. I mean, not easy, but simple. This is about as simple as you can get for a row movement. So that's what we're gonna do here, man. At this point, it's just all about reps and isolation on my back. So I just feel like this is the best movement to achieve that. All right. I'm gonna speed up the pace a little bit here because even being, I mean, however many sets I am into this, which is quite a bit, it's still pretty easy. So I'll speed the rest periods up a little bit, and it'll make it a little tougher. Come on. One more. All right, man. Let's do a nice little drop set here. What do you say? I say we go for it. Whew. Yeah, my back's on fire now. Back is done. Shoulders and back are done. So that leaves lower chest. Let me figure out what I want to do. Like always, I don't really know yet. So let me get a couple minutes of rest and I'll try to figure it out. Surprise you guys. All right, I was leaning toward doing decline bench, but I was on the fence about it. You know, last Friday with lower chest, I didn't do any decline bench. Trying to save my elbows a little bit. I might do this. This will be the second Friday in a row. I might do it for another week no decline bench on Friday, and then the Friday after next week, so 2 Fridays from now, I might try to get back into it. But also, the gentleman behind me, he literally, as soon as I was packing up my bag from the row machine and I started walking away from it, he got right on the decline. So it was almost like the gym was telling me, no decline today. So I took that in stride. So here we are, back to the dip machine, and we're gonna make it for a lower chest, man. 3 sets. I might even do a nice little superset at the end. So I'll do 3 here, and I might go straight around back and do some deficit push-ups for a set or 2, and then that'll be it, man. We'll do some posing, see what the pump is looking like. But first, we got to do these sets. So stay focused here, and let's do them. Okay, one down. All right, considering I've had this song on repeat for like the past 25 minutes, I think it's run its course. It's time for me to find something else here. Oh, yeah, we'll do this one for now. But I want to say, when you're doing dips like this, it is so easy for your triceps and even your shoulders to a certain extent to want to take over here. And this is where that mind muscle connection really comes into play. You have to really think about, that peak stretch, really think about stretching and feeling it through your pecs, and then not bouncing in or using momentum to initiate um, the contraction, but kind of just ease into the stretch and then slowly flex it out. But when you're flexing, also the whole time, think about your chest. Drive it through your chest. And obviously, you're going to use some triceps and a little bit of shoulders. It's just, it's just how it goes. But as long as that mind muscle connection is right, you should feel it in your chest the most. Um, well, as long as that's what you're going for. Obviously, when you're doing that, you want to lean forward more. Um, and then when you're working your triceps, you want to sit up more. I feel like that's kind of a given. Most people know that, but um, like the first couple reps when I was doing this first set, I was kind of getting not lazy, but I was kind of just lacking a little bit. And I noticed I was feeling in my triceps more, and that's when I had to kind of flip that switch and make sure I was the whole time engaging my chest and just driving each rep through that. And then by the last rep, I mean my chest is pretty cooked. So I gotta try to repeat that 2 more times. And you know what? I'm not gonna do a drop set here because I'm gonna go do some deficit push-ups. So we'll just do 2 more deficit push-ups, pose in that order. Oh my God. All right, so I know it looked like I could have kept going probably, but my chest is burning so bad. I couldn't. So like it's kind of weird the difficulty level of those reps were such that I probably could have done 2 or 3 or 4 more, but the burn in my chest wouldn't allow for it. Partly because I trained chest yesterday, but I mean I didn't do really any lower chest yesterday. But I think just like I've said before, in general, when you're training chest, if you're squeezing your chest right, you're gonna work the whole pec. So that's kind of a byproduct of that. So my chest is already kind of lit up. So yeah, I'm just gonna do 1 set of deficit push-ups. Honestly, I probably won't record it, but trust me, I'm actually gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something and not do it. My gym integrity is higher than that. And most of the time when I say I'm not gonna do something, I still do it. That's my problem. So yeah, I'll do 1 set of deficit push-ups. We'll pose. Okay, those deficit push-ups definitely did their job. My chest, honestly, it's one of those things where it's so sore, it like actually legitimately hurts. So I gotta be careful. The pump is still pretty good, so we're gonna try to hop right into this. Obviously, I'm in a new spot. The only downside is I'm kind of right in front of the dumbbells, so we're gonna make this fairly quick. But I just want to try a different spot, some different lighting. I am kind of farther away, so might not see as much detail. You know, I mean, I'll do some close here too. Let's just do it. Now I feel like I know how Ramon felt whenever he was posing at the Olympia. You guys seen the videos of him posing? He was sweating like crazy. And I only posed for what? Not even 5 minutes just now. And I'm sweating more now than I was whenever I started. So yeah, I kind of I relate, Ramon. I totally relate there. All right, man, we're done. Another good workout. I actually really like doing shoulders, a little bit of shoulders on Sunday with legs. It does save me a little bit in here. I can kind of make this a more well-rounded workout with shoulders, back, and lower chest. So yeah, I think I'm going to continue this at least until it feels like it's time to switch it up again. So it might only be a month, it might be 3 months, it might be 6 months. I don't know. But that's how I like to do things. Just kind of play it on what feels right and when it's time to kind of switch things up. But I have a feeling, a slight suspicion, that this is going to be a while. So yeah, we're done. We're good. Let's get out of here. Tomorrow's a rest day. Recoup. Try to regather ourselves mentally and physically for another leg day on Sunday. Let's get out of here.